This is more than a raid, it's a political bombshell shaking California. Today, Glass House Farms, one of the state's largest legal cannabis operations. ICE agents, tear gas, a fatal fall, and hundreds arrested, including undocumented workers and children as young as 14. And it gets more explosive, because the farm's president donated to Governor Gavin Newsom. Stay with IGOR'S news as we unravel the raid, the hidden kids, the politics, and the aftermath. On July 10, ICE and CBP executed simultaneous raids at two Glass House Farms locations near Camarillo and Carpinteria, Southern California. According to a Reuters report, immigration agents were met with tear gas, smoke, and rock-throwing protesters as they surrounded the facility in military-style vehicles. Rioters obstructed agents for hours, prompting crowd control measures and tear gas use. Individuals, including 4 U.S. citizens, were arrested. But the shocker, agents found between 10 and 14 undocumented minors, some as young as 14, working at the farm. DHS described this as possible child labor or human trafficking. CBP Commissioner confirmed 10 minors were rescued, 8 unaccompanied. Now, federal labor and justice authorities have launched a formal probe into child labor law violations. Glass House denies knowingly hiring minors, and claims full cooperation with authorities. Perhaps the most heartbreaking detail, Jamie Alanis, a 57-year-old farm worker, strayed onto a roof while avoiding agents and fell nearly 30 feet. He died after being kept on life support. He had worked at the farm for over a decade and was the sole provider for his family in Mexico. His death has sparked demands from worker advocates for justice. ICE noted some protesters physically obstructed the raid, with rock throwing and even a shooting incident. An FBI reward of $50,000 is now offered for information on the shooter. The United Farm Workers described the raid as violent and disruptive to the food supply chain, with migrants coerced into signing deportation orders and deleting evidence from phones. Enter Governor Gavin Newsom. He denounced the raid as inhumane, accusing the federal government of inciting terror and fear in rural communities. He specifically called ICE's tactics, chaos, fear and terror, and fired back at critics accusing him of ignoring child labor. Newsom's team revealed the farm's president, Graham Farrar, had donated $10,000 to Newsom's 2018 campaign, plus other Democratic committees, bringing a new political twist. Glass House co-founder Kyle Kazan, identified as a Trump supporter, also highlighted complex political alliances. A federal judge issued temporary restraining orders to halt aggressive ICE tactics, citing Fourth and Fifth Amendment violations. Roving arrests, racial profiling, and denial of legal counsel were specifically noted. Representative Salud Carbajal was denied oversight access to the raid, affirming political tension over transparency. ICE and DHS defend their operations, citing legal compliance and a responsibility to uphold immigration law. This raid underscores several broader issues. 1. Legal cannabis versus federal law. One licensed farm now faces child labor and human trafficking allegations. 2. Immigration enforcement. Trump's revived raids are clashing with local politics and worker rights. 3. Political conflict. Donations tie Newsom to Glass House, raising questions of influence, accountability, and policy. 4. Worker safety and civil rights. A tragic death and missing legal protections amplify calls for stronger oversight. This incident could reshape immigration policy, influence California's cannabis regulation, and deepen divisions between state and federal powers. Glass House Farms has gone from a model of legal cannabis to a flashpoint of federal-state confrontation. From exploited children to political money lanes, this scandal lays bare the cost of enforcement unchecked. What do you think? Was ICE justified? Should politicians be held accountable when donors are raided? Sound off below. Subscribe to IGOR'S News for the stories that matter. No spin, no silence.